Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome back to some more Kull and the Barbarians from the Marvel Omnibus with the same title. I just finished a couple of stories and thought I'd share them with you, mostly because it's all already uncharted waters, brand new territory, including some waters inhabited by a dragon, as we'll find out in just a moment. All these stories are made up, I'm guessing, by Roy Thomas and others from the Mighty Marvel bullpen. And while I haven't finished this book here, I'm pretty sure in the Swords of the Purple Kingdom and what's the next story? Wizard and Warrior. Maybe they could include what I've just read in this omnibus, but probably not. The first story is The Forbidden Swamp, where Kull and Brule find their way through the jungle and come across the first of two. This one's a river or sea dragon of some sort. It's really just a dinosaur, but they call it a dragon. And they come across a serpent temple, and they meet a guy named Thulsa, but he's not really the lich that we all know, or the James Earl Jones character. But this is just like his first meeting with Thulsa, and they come across a serpent temple, and they go inside, and they each obtain one of two serpent eye jewels, and then they make it back to the City of Wonders, Valusa. And just as they arrive, they see an image of their city with a skull illusion in the clouds, foreboding something sinister to come. And then the next story is the Death Dance of Thulsa, where Thulsa is a somewhat honored guest in Kull's kingdom, and some shenanigans happen, and Thulsa is trying to steal the gem that Kull has through various means. I'm not going to spoil any of that, but of course Kull hangs on to the gem. Thulsa and he fight. And of course he, kind of wins. Thulsa comes back, and they get into another fight. And this time, Thulsa gets the upper hand on Kull and chains him and binds him in front of all his subjects. And eventually, through the help of some magic from the Pictish sorcerer, what was his name again? Something Na. I forget his name. I'm not seeing it here. But the Pictish sorcerer that keeps popping up, and they enchant the Brule's spear that severs the chain, so Kull can fight back. Unfortunately, Thulsa gets both gems and combines them together, gaining all this godlike power that's actually too much. Thulsa is like, oh no, too much power. And it's so much power that, because he becomes all powerful. How do they say? But he had forgot that to be all powerful, all knowledge is to become all. And that to be part of everything is also to be nothing. And he fades away, and the gems fall to the ground, and one falls into the pit, and Kull catches the other one, but decides later, after he contemplates everything, he drops both gems into the pit that Thulsa had created in the center of his courtyard. And weeks later, Kull creates this really cool statue of a hand coming out of the ground holding a broken chain, and Kull buries both the gems there, and I guess they'll stay there until somebody finds him again or something like that. And then, without any warning, the next story, Kull has lost his kingdom, to a guy named, oh gosh, it starts with an A, and I'm not seeing it here. I'm always really bad with names, guys. Give me a second here. Ardeon, and it's called in disguise, pretending to be this sorcerer king that has usurped Kull's kingdom and tossed him out. And Brule and Kull journey toward the coast to take a boat. We steal a ship and are going to go get help from the Picts. And I think I reviewed this story somewhere else before. Maybe it was in one of the Savage Swords of Conan omnibuses, or maybe one of the other Conan magazines that I went over, because I remember showing off this picture before of this just phenomenal dragon image. And of course, Kull just leaps into the ocean to fight it. And real quick, let me backpedal a step here and give you the name of the artist, because he was pretty damn good. He was quite impressive. Art, Jess Jodleman, never heard of him, but incredible art. And of course, Kull and Brule and the followers that they've managed to scrape up make it to the island of the Picts. And of course, the Picts are under the control of Thulsa Doom and the shaman of the Picts named, oh dear God, well, I'm wasting time. The leader of the Picts, who wears a really ridiculous looking sort of tiki mask, has got control over a huge portion of the Picts, and they capture Kull once again, and only through the help of some strength and things like that is Kull able to break free, as the Pictish shaman is melding a man and a snake to become an unstoppable machine that will be Kull's executioner. Kull lops off his head, and the lizard man, snake man, keeps fighting. And Redondo and Brule manage to escape thanks to Kull giving a quick swipe on one of their bonds. And while Kull is trying to vanquish this snake man, Redondo and Brule manage to push the shaman into flames that don't seem to want to kill him, but that breaks the spell of the Serpent Man, and Kull is able to kill the serpent, the headless Serpent Man, and the Pictish shaman goes up in flames eventually, and there Kull and Brule part ways. Kull is going to, find more troops elsewhere, and Brule is going to, he swears to raise an army to help Kull win back his kingdom. And that's where I left off right before the story. It's called Kull the Destroyer. The previous one was called The Conqueror. Omen in the Skull, and that's also by another artist, Vicente Alcazar, and the art looks decent, but I'm going to take these slow and enjoy them. They're actually a lot better and more exciting than some of the Kull stories we went through in this book. Maybe because Lynn Carter had very little to do with this omnibus, but I'm really enjoying this because it's all fresh. Even though I read that story before, it was still a lot of fun, and I honestly didn't realize I had read it before until I saw that big 2-page spread of the dragon and Kull just leaping into the ocean, which is an extraordinarily badass thing for him to do. Of course, it's not the first, probably not the last time he will do that, seeing as how much I have left of this omnibus to go. I've only You know, I don't think I've broken 100 pages. Let's just double check just for... Oh, no, I'm on page 167. Wow, that means I've got hundreds of pages to go. And, you know, I know these books are not easy to get, but if you see one, you know, or something I tell you makes you want to go out and grab one, just be patient. Honestly, look for a used copy, because as soon as you get it, you're going to take this slipcover off and put it somewhere safe while you're reading these, and then you'll put it back on the shelf with the slipcover, and you'll have it for generations from the looks of things, as well as these are put together and how well they're bound. And I do suggest, if you get any omnibuses, go look up a video on how to read an omnibus properly, because there's a little thing you have to do before you really crack it open and start reading it. You have to do a thing with the pages to make sure that the spine curves like that, more or less. It looks better on this side, but so it's nice and curved this way as opposed to the other way, which will ruin the value and the life of the book. And I would have never known had I not seen that video when I was starting to invest in omnibuses. And you know, this one will be the omnibus for November. I will be probably reviewing the Planet of the Apes omnibus next month to go along with my Planet of the Apes RPG review. But that's what I've got for you this morning. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you enjoy some savage swords and sorcery somewhere down the road this weekend or next, while you're on vacation for the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday, because I am really thankful for a whole lot of things. But one little thing right off the bat, I'm really thankful that I started reading omnibuses instead of chasing the old comic books that are so flimsy and fragile and old, whereas this one is brand spanking new and will last a lot longer than any of those comic books will, even if, you know, put in, you know, a airtight vacuum sealed plank or slab. That's what they're called. These are just going to be more bang for your buck, and you could, who knows, read it to your grandkids years from now and get them hooked on the highly charged sword and sorcery tales that were originally brought to us by, obviously, Robert E. Howard, but brought to life by so many other great artists and writers: Thomas Dixon, Severin Bolton, and all the other great writers and artists from, again, the Marvel bullpen. So keep that in mind when you're looking for something new to read over the holidays, because I know right now I've got my fireplace roaring, and I'm going to go back down and read some more Kull before I hit the sack. And I will see you guys all in the funny papers.